I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. People say this is an awkward line, but it's true, you know? Sand's awful. He's not letting society impact his judgments, and now neither am I. I don't like the beach, and you don't have to either. That's chill. I remember I used to pretend to like it. Like, people would ask me, you know, where I'm from, and they'd be like, yes, the Mount, great beaches. And I'm like, yep, beaches, I love them. I don't, though. I remember being invited to the beach, like, with my friends when I was younger, going along, and we're sitting on the sand's getting everywhere. This is fun, isn't it? Yep. They're going in the water's freezing, cool, yep, really fun, love it. Then it turns real windy all of a sudden, and it's awful, yeah, cool, it's fun, right? But everyone seems to be having a good time at the beach, so it's probably either, like, two things. Like, one, people are really good at pretending, or society has like conditioned them so much into believing that the beach is such a good time that they actually believe that, and then they themselves think that they actually like the beach. Maybe. So that's one. Or two, it could be because I'm autistic. Probably maybe that one. I can barely deal if there's like a little tag on my clothes that's touching me, let alone this whole beach situation when there's sand everywhere. Okay, let's break it down. How bad actually is the beach? Well, let me tell you, it's bad. Firstly, you gotta put sunblock on. That's terrible, right? You know, it's all sticky, and then once you have sunblock on, the sand will stick all over you and everything. But you have to wear sunblock because, you know, if you don't, then you'll get skin cancer. Skin cancer's not the vibe. And then when you get to the beach, you know, you're wearing shoes, but you can't wear shoes on the beach because then the sand will get all in your shoes and everything, so you have to take them off. But then, like, once you go home after the beach, then you've got, like, sand all over your feet. What are you gonna do, put your shoes back on with sand? That's horrific. Especially here in like Wellington, it's very windy, right? Currently horrifically windy right now. You probably can't hear a thing I'm saying because it's just so windy. But we're here, and so the wind will pick up the sand and it throws it at you like bullets on your skin and your face, and it's just horrific. You gotta bring a drink bottle because apparently you can't drink seawater. We found that out in my other video. If you want to check that out, go have a look. Can't drink seawater. But that means you gotta bring a whole lot of stuff to the beach, and then like sand gets all in that stuff. Like all my recording equipment right now, it's probably covered in sand. This is why I'm using the bad microphone as well, so like, yep. And then even worse, on a real hot day, the sand gets so hot that it burns your feet. And you can't wear shoes, because then the sand will get in your shoes and it's itchy and irritating. So your feet burn. Okay, great, wow, all those things. Sand is bad. What actually is sand? Well, sand's not one particular thing. It could be a whole mixture of different things. The main thing that classifies if sand is the size. Okay, so it's got to be between about 0.06 millimeters to 2 meters in diameter to be classed as sand. So anything bigger than that is like gravel, and anything smaller than that is like silt. So the most common compound that's in sand is silicon dioxide. And the certain form of silicon dioxide that's on the beach is mainly quartz. So when silicon dioxide is in the solid state in quartz, let me show you. There we go. Got a little picture of it here. There we go. It's a unit cell of quartz. It's a repeating unit, very ordered, and that kind of repeats itself in the solid state, and then it forms like a solid. Very nice. There are fun things. You can change the pressure or temperature of the silicon dioxide, and it'll swap around what crystal structure it's in. Maybe it goes to like a hexagonal one instead of a trigonal one if you heat it up, and there's some other forms of it. Okay, what other fun things can quartz do? It is piezoelectrical. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. So that means that if you apply a mechanical stress to quartz, it will respond with an electrical charge. Wow. So that's very fun. You can use it in a bunch of different applications, maybe like a little contact microphone. The sound can like wiggle it, and then that wiggling turns into the electrical charge, and then you can record the sound. So very cool. So you probably heard you can make glass from sand. How do you do that? Good question. I got a diagram here. Let me just grab this bad boy up. Okay, look at that. Boom, silicon dioxide, the stuff we found in the sand, very nice. But here, you can see there's no order to it. So there's no long-range order to the silicon dioxide when it's in glass. It is a amorphous solid. Okay, so the way they make this, they have this molten silicon dioxide, and there's lots of disorder in there, and then they can rapidly cool that, and the disorder just kind of stays. And so it doesn't form this nice crystal lattice that you have in quartz. You get glass. There's a couple other things that can be in sand that's not just silicon dioxide. You can get calcium carbonate. That's very cool. That can come from fish poop, apparently. There's a SciShow video about that, so maybe go see that. Or there's iron oxide, which can form a mineral called magnetite. Oh, magnetite. It is magnetic. Very nice. Ferromagnetic. Yes. And this can give sand its black color. Sometimes you see black sand. Magnetite. Okay, wow. Sand's got all these cool chemistry things. Do I still like it? No, hate it. Hate sand. Look at... On second thought, I was gonna like dribble sand all over, but my iPad's down there, so like, let's not do that. What other things about the beach is bad? Well, the sun is out there. You get sunburn. Skin cancer is probably not the best vibe. Okay. There's water. Yep, behind me. It's always freezing, so why would you want to go in that? I don't know. I really don't know. And like, what's inside the water? We don't know. There could be sharks. Rawr. There could be jellyfish. Whoa. Like, there could be other things, such as, I don't know, stingrays. That sounds terrible. So, all these things that could kill you. I know there's a low chance of them killing you, but there's a higher chance of them killing you than if you were on land. So, I would rather just not. There's also, like, gross stuff like seaweed. Who would want that? Not me. Ugh, seaweed. And once you get out of the water, the sand, like, sticks to you even more. So, that's, like, another awful thing. Yep. Oh yeah, there's like the water. People drown in that. That's probably a bad thing. Like these things called rips, right? They're like suck the water back out between two waves and like carry people out, and then like people drown. That's not a vibe. That wouldn't happen on land. There was this Australian study that found that rips kill more people than bushfires, floods, cyclones, and sharks all combined. So that's a lot of people dying. If you weren't at the beach, you wouldn't die from drowning. So there we go. Also, people are not very good at knowing where a rip is. Like there was a study that showed only about 22% of people could identify where a rip is. Is there one right here? I don't think so. But then also, who knows? There was this other study as well, which showed a bunch of people a photo of a rip. Some of them could identify it, some of them couldn't. That's chill. And then they put a bunch of people in that photo, same rip. They showed the people again, and people were like, oh, no, there's no rip there. I'll go swimming. That sounds like a really good idea. So this shows confirmation bias that if there are already people in the water, people were just going to think, oh, it must be safe to swim there. But they've got no idea what they're doing, and you're just going to go out there and drown. So be careful, or just don't go to the beach. Another great point. I mean, other things as well, like there's lots of people at the beach. I found that just like right now, there's just so many people. They just walk around. They have no consideration that I'm trying to record a video here, and they just hang out right next to me, talking, and have their dogs barking. A dog walked like right in front of me between the camera and like my iPad. People just don't care. So like another bad thing about the beach, there's just a lot of people. People aren't great usually. So yeah. So all in all, I don't know what the hype about the beach is. It seems a bit overrated to me. Like there's sand, it gets everywhere. It's irritating. Yeah. The water, it's cold. There's like critters in there. People drown, you know? All these negative things. So I really just don't understand what the hype about the whole beach thing is. Like I'm here sitting at the beach because it's a video about the beach. Am I having a good time? Not really. It was very difficult to find a place to set up, and it is so windy here. It's just, you probably can't hear a thing I'm saying. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use this video because you can't hear anything. But maybe it's just me. Who knows? Maybe people actually like it, and I'm just like oversensitive. Probably. So yeah. Oh, before I go, another fun thing. So you know Le Chatelier's principle. Yeah, that's how you say it. That says that if there's a system in equilibrium, it's going to act to oppose any like induced change, right? So it goes the other way. Equilibrium chemistry things, you know. But the same guy has this form of silicon dioxide named after him. Le Chatelierite. Le Chatelierite. Le Chatelierite. Anyway, this guy has a form of silicon dioxide, and what is it? So it's when lightning strikes the beach, and the beach has got like silicon dioxide, and then it like rapidly heats it up, and then it cools down, and it becomes a glass. Crazy. Do you want an album recommendation? Let's go the new Lizzy McAlpine album called Older. Very good, very nice. Very groovy. I know I've done another one of her albums before, but you can have her new one as well. So enjoy that. I've been listening to it a lot the last couple of days. So nice.